And we're live!
Hey! Hello, everyone! Welcome to our live stream for the final hour of the Kickstarter! Yay!
Woo!
It's been an emotional roller coaster, so we might as well go out with, streaming and chills and talking with you guys. And we also got some guests in here as well. We have Gothi's player Avery here.
Hello.
And we also got some Hit Point Press people here. We got Rico.
Howdy.
And we got Graeme.
Hey.
Who have been working hard on this project for a very long time. So we're just like, let's all chill and talk and answer questions and everything. Maybe give a little spur about your guys' selves, or spiel, sorry.
Yeah. I'll go first, I guess. My name is Graeme. As Dingo said, I work for Hit Point Press, and I've been the project manager on this project so far, which has been a lot of fun. It's been so great to get to work with everybody, and just to see all the enthusiasm from the Fool's Gold family and all of the fans. Y'all have been amazing, so it's been a really great adventure so far.
You keep us together. We're just we're all running around with our heads off, and then you're like, oh, calm down, it's okay. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's a good segue, because the person who does that for me is Rico. So,
Hey, I'm Rico, the owner of Hit Point Press. It's been an exciting ride helping with this campaign and helping build this. A lot of my expertise with this campaign has definitely been on the side of like helping run the campaign, getting that set up. I don't know. It's been an exhilarating ride, and Felix and Dingo, y'all are amazing creators. Glad to be in the same room with you on this.
Aw,
Thanks for supporting us and believing in us.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for believing in us.
Yeah, because you were just like, want to make a book? And we're like, huh? What do you mean you can do that?
so great.
I guess I'm last up then. My name is Avery. You also might know me as Gothi. I played Gothi in the OG campaign, and I have the great honor of being the lead artist of the Fool's Gold module. So had a lot of fun doing a lot of art for the book, designing some of the beasties, and it's been crazy.
Yeah,
it's been nuts.
It's been a good time.
Beyond nuts.
Beyond nuts.
I haven't had time to process yet. Like I have to go on vacation before that happens.
I'm just gonna hibernate. See you guys in the spring. Goodbye.
Yeah.
No, wait, come back.
We still gotta do stuff.
Yeah.
Still gotta draw.
Yeah.
So
that's
we're
so
gonna
funny.
answer some questions and stuff. And, also, like, if we have a lull, maybe we'll talk about like the stretch goals that we've already gotten and what that means and everything. If we get to that, but
I'd actually.
we also just want to answer stuff.
Can we propose questions to the rest of the group? Like, if I have a question for everybody else?
Yeah, of course.
Are you
Okay.
talking about
fun.
the audience or us?
No, like us.
Oh, okay. Because all you're gonna get is potatoes probably in the chat.
You started it. You've already summoned them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will just quickly.
I'm so sorry, mods.
I will just quickly mention to chat, if you guys have any questions for us, if you can put like a nice big bold question and then behind it write your question in chat. That way we can spot them and put them in our little list. We'll do our best to get to your questions, but it's always way too many because you're literally too awesome. Like, we can't handle all the awesome. So
Fuck on you guys too.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
We spawn more of them.
Yeah, they keep coming. But guys, we should quickly also mention the stretch goals. We annihilated the last few stretch goals. Those didn't last very long.
No, those went by in record time.
Yeah, like Fool's Gold 2, Sands is happening. Like, that's already confirmed. And I'm losing track of
Wait,
stretch
are you talking
goals.
about the podcast or
Yeah, the podcast too.
Okay, because I was like, the book already? What?
Well, that's the thing. So right now, our final stretch goal of this Kickstarter campaign is set for 2.5 million US, and we are now at, and $2,421,317. Sorry, 462. We are super close, and we've got a bit under an hour to go. So I'm really curious if we're gonna be able to reach this number, because
It's so close.
calling our fans excited and tenacious to reach this goal would be doing them a disservice, because they've been just amazing. Like, with the amount of money that's been coming in the last 3 days, especially now during the final day, like it's just absolutely crazy.
For
Yeah.
sure.
We don't have enough thank yous left in the world for like
No.
to tell everybody how much we love it all.
Our-
Yeah.
Our ultimate thank you
Like
is just gonna make this book, like more awesome, because we can do more art for it, we can add more content to it, and we can just give it our best. So that's gonna be the overall thank you, because that's literally you guys giving us the extra funds to do so. So I mean, we can't thank you enough. This is all you guys. So thank you.
And like also just on the back end, like you said, just the amount of support that's coming in today alone, it's like the only day that has performed better than today is the very first day. And it's not even going to be a full day. Like, it's wild.
It's also the nicest thing to get, like, you guys have been really kind to the Hit Point Press support team, and it's really funny when they like passed it on to us. When I just get messages from the team being like, "Man, your fans are so nice. Like, they're just the loveliest, most excited people." And, like, it's like, aw, like that's such a nice thing. Like, everybody loves the fans, and the fans love us. It's awesome.
Thank you for being very kind.
Yeah.
And having patience, and also thank you for the Hit Point Press team to have patience and being very kind.
Exactly. It goes all around. And I guess we should also mention what Graeme found yesterday, which is that we are now the #2 largest Kickstarter for an RPG ever, only beat out by the Avatar Last Airbender RPG.
Yeah, only need 7 more million, right?
Yeah.
We only need an extra 7 million.
We just need $7 million.
Only beaten by that multi-million-dollar franchise.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, right? Like we're like it's I know there's like a $7 million gap, but still it's not that much for being such a big franchise that millions of people love, right? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, bizarre.
Perfect. Should we get on to some questions?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome. Okay, I got like 30 here already lined up.
Oh my god.
Rapid shot.
Some of them are quick support ones, so as I find those, I'll answer those. First one from Mr. 155. Would STLs be possible to buy after Kickstarter's done? The answer is yes. And for all the people asking if the Tarrasque is included, the answer is yes, the Tarrasque STL is in there. And we've already got it kind of pre-separated. So if you have a big enough 3D printer, like a Peel Poly or like one of those, the Jupiters, you should be able to print it in there and get the nice big hefty boy out of that. M27 asks, also, I wonder, can you turn the Soul Sun Crystal into a bomb?
That's my kind of fan. I love you. Whoever asked that question, like, honestly, you're that's exactly my style. I guess I can say yes, technically. I'm not going to explain exactly how you do it right now, but it's basically
energy.
It's a focused source of energy, which contains like 20% or like 10% of the power of the sun. So there's a lot of power.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad that you fielded that one, Felix, because I don't think we at Hit Point Press have the answers to that.
I don't think it's in the support frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
Can we make a bomb out of it? It's like,
Perfect. This next one is by Edward Gordonal. I think this is more for Graeme or for us, but they wonder how many Tarrasque minis they can get for $90,000. I think this was just a little earlier. Quick math shows that at the rate there, it would be like 900 Tarrasques. But at that point, you're probably buying it wholesale. So that's come email us if you really want to buy 900 plus Tarrasques.
Yeah,
We'll make it worth your time.
It's 900 if you've pledged the 500 for the Soulstone collection. Otherwise, it's 750. But again, yeah, please just get in touch. Like, there's better ways to do that.
Robin Wilkerson had a follow-up to that. What would one have to do to get their DM to throw 900 Tarrasques at them?
Piss them off.
I think they're like a kilogram each, right?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be pretty swole.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's so many Tarrasques.
The Panderson69 says, Jawbone plushie, please? ?
We'll just have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. I want one too, though.
Probably.
Yeah. I might have it already in my hands.
It takes time, damn it!
I know.
Okay, Mario Luigi, am I still able to buy stuff after the Kickstarter? The answer is yes, but all the special Kickstarter exclusive deals won't be available after the campaign. So if you're on the fence or have money cuts coming in a week or 2 weeks and you want to be a part of it, pledge $1. You still have access to the BackerKit afterwards, so you can still get access to those special tiers. Next question, Tony Espiritu. I want to ask Felix later if possible, but we're asking now. Do you think things would have gone better or worse if Julian and Gorthan were still in the party?
That's hard to say because Julian was a voice of reason and Gorthan was a source of absolute chaos. So it might just balance out, to be honest. But maybe there would be more chaotic variety, let's say it that way.
Julian was very, like, ride or die chill, though. Like,
yeah.
It's not like Julian was ever trying to talk us out of chaos. He just wasn't the one causing it.
I mean,
once chaos... Yeah.
He was the one who turned off the mech dragon, and it's just like, say you're sorry.
That's
Perfectly
true,
willing to die.
Abby started it.
But he didn't know it wasn't going to turn back on. He was
That's
the
true.
oh. We all just went, uh-oh, when that happened.
So good.
Okay, next question here is by Vincent Oijing. Sorry about the pronunciation there. Question, Fool's Gold Potato Run, when, Bingo?
What?
Potato run.
Potato run? Are you talking about just in chat throwing potatoes at us, or that there's going to be an actual quest with potatoes?
It's an
'Cause there
obstacle
will
course.
probably be a quest with potatoes in the book.
You know, is this like, you know how there's like, I think there's like a website, or there used to be, where you can just mail a personalized potato to someone? We need like an official Fool's Gold branded potato delivery service, where you can just send a personalized potato somewhere.
You want baked potato, or do you want poison potato?
Ooh.
Enemy.
So, like, build a bear, but send a spud.
Yeah.
Send a spud.
I like that.
I'm just making myself a note for no reason right now.
Trademark, yeah.
Send a spud, okay.
It just needs a catchy slogan.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Send a spud
Get
to your spuddy.
potassium. Yeah. Get your
Spuds for your
potassium.
spuddies.
Cool. Misting Wolf, question, is the campaign going? Yes, the campaign's still going. There's 45 minutes. Go check it out, foolsgold5e.com. Someone followed up, Fuzzy Pickles 95. They had a question, if the goal is reached, what tiers would the Sans Alpha be included in? And basically, everyone who is in the campaign will get access to that alpha content that we release. Next question is from SM. Felix, how do you encourage roleplay at your table?
I mean, that's a big topic, but, you know, actually, one day I might actually make videos about that, kind of explaining some of those things. But overall, you know what? Just prompt your players. If you're the DM, just tell them, how does your character feel? Or like, you know, if they're like, I want to seduce the dragon. You're just like, okay, you know, say what you would say. You know, that kind of stuff. Just prompt characters for emotions, prompt them for dialogue, and you're good to go.
Encourage the chaos.
It's just, I love that post someone did where it's like, I want to seduce your dragon, and the DM's just like, seduce me, do it.
Do it.
Perfect. Okay, so this next question, I think everyone can answer this one separately. I have a hot Cheeto in my nose. What should I do? Asked. Big question. How'd y'all
Been
get
there.
into D&D?
Yeah, been
That's
there.
me right now, right? Like,
I thought that was their question. I thought they were
Yeah,
just like, I have
same.
a hot Cheeto in my nose. How do I resolve this issue?
Yeah, how do I solve this issue?
tangent to that. Did you guys see that there was a hot Cheeto like macaroni and cheese?
I
yeah,
saw
I
that.
saw that.
Yeah.
You know what?
I quickly wanted to unsee it.
Yeah, I was like scared.
Well, I got it, but I'll say it's not as dangerously cheesy as I expected. So maybe it's like, yeah. So just a heads up, it's not as exciting as you might want to think, but you can still have fun with it. Anyways, I have a hot Cheeto in my nose. Asked, or what should I do? Asked. Nice. Big question. How'd you all get into D&D? I'll
Okay,
start
who
us
wants to
off.
start? Yeah, you
Yeah,
start.
I'll go.
Yeah.
So my start off was back in I'd say 2003-ish. Didn't know what it was. I had some friends invite me to come play some games overnight. I got to play like Hero Quest, some other cool board games, and they wanted to run a D&D campaign. And literally it was an overnight thing. I remember not knowing a thing, being some kind of dwarf named Rogrash, and all I really recall was that it was very much all chaos, and my character died within 2 hours. He turned into a bloody pulp, and then his twin brother came along and joined the event, and then we never played again. That was my start. And then I didn't play for another 4 years until I got into university. So definitely, I'm sure that's how most people started, or at least I hope. I feel that's how a lot of people start, is like a good like a brief introduction, and then they're like, okay, now I'm ready to get into this. So
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first time I played, I was like maybe 16 or 17.
Mhm.
But I have no idea what edition it was. I genuinely have no idea. I really do think it was just and it was only an acquaintance too. Like I think we were just hanging out for the day at school. You know how you have like some friends at school who like are your friends, but there's other friends that just like there's a random day where you're hanging out with this person for some
Yeah,
reason.
this friend adjacent.
Yeah. And they're like, hey, you want to play D&D? And I was like, sure. I remember so little about it. And it makes me so sad because you see like these posts on social media where they're like, talk about your first time playing D&D. And I wish I remembered more because as it turned out, it became my job, which is super cool. But yeah, I think I was like 16 or 17. And then I just spent the rest of my days like trying to get back into D&D, and it's been such a gift, like being able to do that full time. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Who's
so,
next?
Avery.
Yeah. So I remember you guys were playing D&D back in college, and I was like, no, I don't want to play D&D. That's for nerds. So I didn't join then. But then like I ended up hanging out with you at a different time, and we were sword fighting, like doing actual stage combat training. And because I am apparently not a nerd.
For that one, yeah.
That's
where's
not
this
nerdy.
line drawn, Avery?
Yeah.
Shut up. So anyway, it started getting cold outside, and I'm like, I don't want to keep doing this. It's cold outside, but I don't want to I still want to hang out with you guys. So why don't I just join your D&D group instead? That way I can still hang out with you, but I'm inside and it's warm.
It's warm.
So yeah, my first character, I know Blueberry wasn't his OG name, but that was what we nicknamed him, was Blueberry. And he was like a halfling rogue, I think. And I don't know, it's your first character, so they're basically always just they have no personality. They're just there to figure out how the mechanics work.
Yep.
And I feel like it was mostly just a blur, because that was when we were just pure chaos. There was no plot yet. It was completely just how can we take this bad situation and make it worse? That was our entire goal.
Yeah, how can we make it bad?
So I've fully embraced my nerddom now.
Yeah.
I've evolved.
One of
Grown
us.
stronger.
Embrace
Yes, come to the dark side.
Yeah, Felix and I have a unique situation because we both started D&D at the exact same time.
Yeah, and she hated it.
I did. I hated D&D for about 4 or 5 years. So
Yeah.
I played it for a very because I started as well in like 16, 17. And I hated it because it was math. It was all math. And I was just like, God, I don't want to play and just do math. And then also like my friend, he was not very good at being no, it's okay. You don't know how to do this. It's okay. He's like, well, you don't fucking know how to do this. Like it was always like, ah. It was always really hard to just like get into it. But we had I remember our first campaign, like our first session, where we got beaten by one goblin.
Group of like 6 players, 1 goblin.
Yeah. One goblin that kept getting like nat 20, and we kept getting 1s and missing with 3s and stuff. And eventually we all got knocked out by this one goblin. And then we got captured.
Mhm.
And then that one, it got a raise. Like that goblin got a raise for capturing 6
Understandably.
adventurers. Yeah, exactly. Understandable. And then from there on, we just kind of kept playing for about a year or so, maybe a little longer, and then we went off to separate colleges, so we didn't play together. But then we found a D&D group in college, which is now my friends now, and the Fool's Gold group. So, yeah, that was pretty much what we did. I don't know if there's anything to add from that.
No,
Felix.
that's the story. I mean, we
That's
shared
the
the journey. I guess I can
now
say,
D&D's
like,
my job.
because someone
Just
might be like,
wild.
Felix, what's your first like DMing experience or something like that? You know, and this is like a good opportunity to say you don't need much to start role playing. I was literally in a pit digging with my friend. Like we had to dig out like a foundation, and I was bored, so we started flipping like one of the car keys for like 1 or 2 results, and that was our first session that I DM'd.
That's wild. I did not think that that's how that story was going to go.
Yeah, like,
Literally starting in a ditch, and look where you are now.
Yeah.
There's
you
not a single
literally started
person.
the ditch.
There's not a single person besides the person that was in that pit with you that has ever had that same origin story.
When it comes to DMing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's so
Was the other person Gorthan's player?
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
Gothi.
Ha!
We were digging a hole together, and I just wanted to try DMing, and that's that. We were bored
He was
digging.
like, well, yeah, here, have keys, and let's go.
We didn't have dice, and I didn't have any coins, so we used keys.
very
All right,
cool.
next question.
Next one.
Perfect. Okay, so before any questions, just to reiterate, campaign is still live. You can go check it out at foolsgold5e.com. We have looks like 36 minutes to go.
Let's
Uh,
go.
Inching close to that 2.5 mark for the Alpha Sand, so that's very exciting.
Ooh.
Quick
Oh,
question from
it's so close.
2.443.
Yeah.
it's counting down. So Mr. Ice Z Gaming L, can I change my pledge after the Kickstarter ends? If you're a part of the campaign, when we send the surveys and BackerKit, you'll have the opportunity to up your pledge, change your pledge as you need to adjust. So if you can only do, say, $50 for the initial book now, and then later you decide, hey, I want to upgrade, you can do that. PayPal, BackerKit will actually account for that. You can use PayPal and credit card or whatever to upgrade your pledge and do whatever you need at that time. So this question, I think we actually have a fun answer for. The False Scott question: was it a surprise to see yourself in Critical Role and that Matt declared the Tarrasque kids? Well, for starters, I'll start on that one. We sponsored the episode, so we were prepared to see the Tarrasque on there. But having Matt declare the Tarrasque his was definitely pretty exciting. I think Avery can speak a bit more to that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think Dingo and Felix didn't catch that one. Like
we missed it by a minute.
Yeah, so they had to like hear me retell it. That was really fun watching them take out the Tarrasque and hearing Matt in the background just be like automatically call dibs on it.
Yeah.
That's definitely a feather in my cap that he thought that design was really cool, and I agree. I think it's really cool.
It is. It's so good.
It was so awesome that they loved it. But I This is a weird thing to say, but in a way, I find it's really funny and kind of awesome that the Tarrasque stabbed someone on set. That is like,
Yeah.
that's the best thing for me.
You're just
do
like,
not-
yes, good. Follow
Yes.
my destiny. Go, my child.
Yeah,
So
we do not encourage
powerful.
violence, but that was funny.
That was so funny.
Just like, ah!
It was a great payoff too, because Rico and I had been, yeah, exactly. Like
Pain.
Rico and I had been hustling so hard in the weeks leading up to that to get it ready to go to ship out there, and yeah, there was just like a lot of hours put in, and when you think about all the time that Avery had spent designing it, and Thomas spent sculpting it, the review process. And then just prepping it and getting it ready to ship out there. It really is a process, and it involves everybody. And so it was just so cool to see everyone's hard work pay off and be received so well. And now we're here, which is just wild.
Yeah.
And I mean, prop to Thomas for like the great Tarrasque design and all the great minis that he brought to life. Like,
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean,
I'm just
For sure.
trying to find the clip of him stabbing himself on the Tarrasque because I want to show it to chat.
Oh no.
Well,
I
I
found
look-
it. I know you guys can't see it over our call, but chat will be able to see this glory. Hang on, let me full screen it.
but I'll now narrate it.
There you go. You guys should be able to see that.
Print out a prototype and
Us
the only mini that can deal damage in real life.
There we go. Oh,
Oh.
the best.
And yeah.
Anyways,
It's so funny.
we're all just sitting here like, hey.
I feel so bad because Robbie seems like such a nice person. He
Oh, of
couldn't have
course.
happened to
Oh,
the
yeah.
nicest person on
No.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did reply to the tweet about it. It's just like
Yes.
it went under my fingernail, and it was like, ooh,
ooh, yeah,
it hungers.
it
Oh, blood.
hungers.
Perfect.
Just like-
I'll get on to the next question here.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, so so we've got like 200 questions on our list right now. So I'm gonna give you like 7, and I just want rapid answers on these ones, and then we'll go
Sure.
back to longer.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dave the Tech Priest. Hey Dingo, I've been wondering something for a while. Can Sneeze talk, and he chooses not to, or is he just unable to speak?
He's unable to speak because he has no tongue.
Chris Burke. Question: what weapon does Gothi main in Monster Hunter?
Glaive. Gotta be insect glaive.
Green Entertainment. Question: does Gorthan use a chisel on his beard?
I want to say
You know,
yes, but
I
I don't
can
want to
see
speak
that.
for the player.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, player's not here, but that seems pretty
It's
accurate.
a safe
or
assumption.
just smashes his face against the wall or something.
Combat keeps it trimmed.
Yeah.
He just rubs his beard on his enemies. David Ravioli asks, has Sneeze ever been thrown at an enemy?
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
No, I
But-
think so.
I can't remember.
This would have been during the Gorthan days because Gorthan tends to throw. He would either
Everything.
throw swords or players around.
The
So,
fastball special.
yeah.
Yeah.
So likely.
Likely.
Okay. Blaze Games asks, did Gothi keep Dwayne after losing her senility?
Yes, she kept Dwayne.
Yeah.
Dwayne
Fun,
is in her little alchemist shop.
and fun fact: she wouldn't even be able to get rid of Dwayne if she wanted to. What she never realized throughout the entire campaign is Dwayne is actually cursed and is a rock that weighs down your inventory. You can never get rid of it.
I would never get rid of Dwayne. I love Dwayne.
But she never wanted to
Yeah.
get rid of Dwayne, so it
That's-
never came up.
It's also a fun fact because that's why Sips could not curse Gothi, was because she already was cursed.
Yeah, because of the rock.
Because of the rock!
You completely underestimated my like instinct of like smooth rock. I keep.
I just want to give
Questionable.
a quick update. Is that we are now about 29 minutes to go, and we are at 2.452
Oh
million.
my god.
Perfect. Okay.
Dang.
I have 2 more questions in this rapid fire. One from Questionable. What is sneeze? Stop avoiding the question.
Next question.
Sneeze a sneeze. Yeah, next question.
Red Meat Roast asks, what other lands are there other than the Bellowing Wilds in Calandria?
There's a lot. So the world of Ambria is large, it's expansive. There's multiple continents. There's a whole icy continent. Of course, in Sands, we're very likely going to be exploring the desert continent. And there's everything. So I'm not going to name specifics right now. You're going to have to wait for the next campaign, which, you made happen. But stay tuned.
Perfect.
Very
Okay.
cool.
So I do want to do a shout out to the support team. They've been fantastic this entire stream and through the entire campaign. They wanted to express if we are likely not to get through all of these questions. There's likely to be tons of support questions here. If you have something that's, a question about how you can change your pledges or do your stuff, they'll be available to help you if you go to email Kickstarter at hitpointpress.com. They will be able to answer you through there, or just send a comment on the campaign itself. They're checking those regularly, making sure to get everybody's questions answered. So check them out. If we don't get to your question, we're sorry, but there's tons of awesome questions up ahead. So we'll get there.
So much excitement.
Cool. So this is a longer one. The designs of the Fool's Gold cast are super unique and really cool. What are y'all's design process?
This is the designs for the Fool's Gold team actually is from Avery, Gothi's play. So
yeah,
you were the one who initially did it, because you were the one who did we had a little poster you made a long time ago when we were just playing, and you made the characters. And Sips was his design was more baboonish on mine. I did more baboon, but then you were like, what if you did a hot springs monkey? And I was like, yeah. So you're the initial designer of the Fool's Gold team. And
I guess so.
And I just altered it a bit on trying to keep things consistent with my style, and also keeping things simpler. I had to simplify things. But the only other thing is that Arena is designed by Arena's player, so Carson.
Yes.
Because I remember I was making a poster of them as well a long time ago, and I was like, hey, can you give me her design, because I know what do you think is her design? And so he did it up, and then I altered it a bit just to, like I said, keep consistently to my style, and also to simplify things so I can animate better. But yeah, and then Julian had a couple fixes, but Gorthan's mostly what you designed, except I took away the markings because I forgot. That was the only reason Gorthan doesn't have markings, is because I forgot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep. All right. Next question.
Perfect. And this next one, by Kitten Meowchi, is: have y'all ever played Magic the Gathering?
Rico
Rico
can
has.
answer. Yeah, I was like, Rico,
Well, I
you
was
can
waiting
definitely
for you, yeah.
answer.
Well,
Nervous chuckle.
so fun story. Hit Point Press actually started as a gaming accessory company for Magic the Gathering tokens as cardamajigs back in 2015. That's how we started getting into this space of playing around, creating content for the games I love to play and a lot of my friends like to play at that time. And yeah, it's an awesome game. Love playing it. We still support it. If you like Magic the Gathering, be sure to check out cardamagigs.com. We do stuff that relates to building cubes. We're actually doing a line of sleeves and pod related stuff. It's awesome. I'm trying to get my team into it. Hopefully they'll play some cube stuff with me. I know the Dungeons and Dragons set just came out, so I actually made a cube for them. So when we get back into the office, I'll teach them all how to play.
Lure them in that way.
Lure them
It's
in.
just like, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Gonna just bribe you with some snacks, and yeah come on.
I mean, at the last PAX, I got into Magic the Gathering, but I haven't really played since. I'm excited to get a chance to play again when I'm there.
Yes.
It's just it takes so much time, and there's so little time.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next question.
I'm gonna ask a couple questions related to BackerKit and just a quick starter. Ray TV asks, how long will the BackerKit be available for? basically, we like to keep our BackerKit open until we go into production of the book. So essentially, you can expect it to be open for at least 6 months after. So if you want to change, update your pledge, adjust your tiers, you have that opportunity to do that for actually a good breadth of time. Rastafin asked, will the Tarrasque be available after the Kickstarter? The answer is yes. It'll be available in the BackerKit, and then post that, you'll be able to see it at events and on our store at hitpointpress.com. Jason Saboncan, can you pledge $1 and have access to BackerKit? Yes, you can just pledge $1, have access to BackerKit. That way you kind of secure yourself. There was another person's question. I don't have their name because it was really down deep, but they're asking about PayPal. And while Kickstarter doesn't accept PayPal, BackerKit does. So if you do put $1 in here, you can pay for the rest of your tier and what you want to do via PayPal. So you can definitely do that. Cool.
That's impressive, question. Rico. That's a lot of rapid fire answers. Oh my goodness.
That was a lot of good.
Okay, so Rivas and Parrot, does the Crystal Golem race have any relation to the elusive Crystal Sire?
That's a good question. Felix?
I have to admit, I was just responding to someone in chat. Can you ask one more time?
Okay, the question was, Matthew Waters asked, I deleted the question because I thought we had asked.
It was, does Gorthan's race have any association with the elusive Crystal Sire?
No, actually not at all. Gorthan's race is the Crystal Golem race. And technically Gorthan's a bit of a special Crystal Golem because he's kind of technically a half Crystal Golem, but we're not really going to get into that part. While the Crystal Sire is actually a vampiric crystal that slowly replaces your internal organs by crystallizing them and taking them over. So
fun.
One is very pleasant and one is very not pleasant. I'll leave you to figure out which is which. Next one.
Dreamy Pupper asks, is Sips in complete control thanks to Xanu, or is a curse able to affect his decision thanks to its spread? Also, how much material does it take to 3D print the Tarrasque? So I'll ask the first one, and then we'll leave Graeme to answer the second one.
Oh my goodness.
Sure. Yeah. Well, the fun thing is that you guys are just gonna have to find out. Look, I'm sorry, but there's shit that I kind of like to leave up to the audience with that stuff. You know, his actions. It's kind of like, is that the curse? Is that him? You just have to see. So yeah. Okay, next question.
As for how much material it takes to print the Tarrasque, if you're asking us how much material we used when we printed it, we had to make sure that it was like stable enough that it could ship properly. So we printed the walls a little thicker than perhaps you would have to if you were doing it at home for yourself. But I think it took us at least 2 liters of resin to print that one.
Damn.
So I'd say maybe closer to 3 liters on that, because I remember getting like 4 huge jugs and having 1 left over at the end.
Yeah, it was a lot of like me going in to like start the next thing and having to message Rico being like, sorry Rico, we need another liter.
Yeah, luckily we were able to get enough liquid or resin for it, because like right now it's all sold out, and I bet tons of people are planning holiday gifts for each other, so getting resin in is really difficult at the moment. We're trying to get another batch in so that we can finish our current one so we can have it ready for PAX. So if you're at PAX Unplugged in December, you can definitely check out the latest build from Graeme and myself. So update, we have 20 minutes to go and we're 40,000 away from getting 2.5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everybody
16,700 backers.
Call your grandma, like call your parents, get them to back the campaign. We can do this.
Felix will just get my credit card and we'll just but that doesn't work.
Perfect. Okay, Matthew Waters asks, what are Sips and Sneeze planning in the thank you? So the graphic you're drawing right there, what are they planning?
Well, I mean, you can see his cursed hand is touching the banner. So he's not very happy about it.
They have a heist planned.
Yeah.
They're taking over the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
exactly.
Perfect. Cool. Next person, Silem Gaming. Does Gothi's players prefer the new Gothi or Cravey Gothi to roleplay? Also, thanks for the show. It helped me get through COVID.
Aw.
Oh, Oh, well, you're welcome. And gosh, they're both really fun. Gothi, okay, old Gothi's amazing because she's just completely she just says whatever the hell she wants to say, and she just has a bunch of like crazy old jargon to say. New Gothi is also fun because New Gothi is just so much sass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're both really fun.
They have their pros and cons, I think, on both
Yeah.
sides. So, because
Yeah,
you go.
they have like this. I mean, old Gothi's con is that she's not self-aware, and new Gothi's con is that she's too self-aware.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow.
So I'm gonna take a brief break here, and we're gonna go look at some Tarrasque stats because we just got an update of how many Tarrasques we got. We have 3,320 to 1 Tarrasques sold, which is actual height combined is 3,639 feet. If you consider real life Tarrasques, that's actually 232,470 feet. This is so in terms of real life Tarrasques, football fields, we're looking at 10.1 football fields, 1.3 Burj Khalifas, almost
The
3
tallest
Empire
building in
State
the world.
Buildings. Yeah, almost 3 entire Empire State Buildings. Actual Tarrasques, 72.78. We got 40 blue whales, 0.68 of a mile, and 1.1 kilometers. And my favorite one is how many timbits. Timbits are 1.5 inches. For you Americans, you probably think of them as donut holes. It's 29,000 donut holes. And actually, this was a question from earlier. People want to know how many sips this was, and that is 649 sips total. Yeah. Oh, very exciting there.
Too many steps.
Too many sips. Yeah. How much curse? Okay. Wesker Wolf asks, how would you explain D&D to someone who hates math but convince them that it's still fun?
That one's hard, but
That's easy. No, that's still easy.
yeah, I guess.
If you like math, play 3.5. If you don't like math, play 5e.
True.
5e is mostly roleplay based.
Yeah, and I guess if you were gonna tell somebody, I'd be like, it's like making a big story with a bunch of friends. That's literally, and the dice determine on how well the story goes. That's probably the best way to describe it.
Perfect. Okay.
Also, I
Next
want to
question.
give a quick shout out that we've now got almost 15 minutes to go, about 16. We are at 2.463, so we've got 36 and a half to go. And I want to say we have over 1,400 people in chat right now. And
Wow.
there's a lot of names we recognize. Like I see like Arenas players in chat, Space Shark, Carson. I see our friends like Shane. I see Robert Hartley. There's a lot of love and a lot of friends in chat right now.
Aw, thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
we've made a lot of extra friends over this Kickstarter just from doing live streams and getting to
Yeah.
meet
So
some people.
I was so happy to meet so many new people, and a lot of them were in the Australia area. And God, Australian people are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
Seriously.
cool too, because y'all are like on the literal opposite sides of the planet.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways,
This Tarrasque stat is for the people, but for potatoes, there's 9,729.
Perfect. This next question, I guess, then goes to Graham. Tyster TG, can you hypothetically use the Tarrasque Mini as a back scratcher?
Oh my gosh, yes. But please be careful. Please be careful. If you're putting it on like a stick or something, it'll hurt someone for real.
Can we
I like how
rephrase
you
it?
said that with the certainty that you did it. It's like, yeah, I know. First-hand experience.
Yeah, first-hand experience.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
saying we have to test everything before it goes out the door, but I mean, there are some things we have to test, and that may or may not be one of them.
for science.
Well, you know those happy cow brushes, right? Like, so one of the angles we're going is we're going to make bigger versions and sell them to farms so that cows can lean up against them and scratch themselves.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Beware baldy crack. Warning may contain nuts. Question: how drastically would the campaign have been affected if Sneeze had a grenade launcher?
He has a grenade
Oh
launcher.
man, he would. What?
I'm just kidding.
It's just no. It's actually canon, and Sips just never checked.
He just never checked. Yeah. I mean, the thing is,
He's
Sneeze
like,
was
wait,
always
you
full
had
of
that the
surprises.
entire time, and he's like, shrugs.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
He would be the MVP of the group.
Sneeze was already the MVP.
That's true. He rolls so many nat 20s. It should be illegal, but he's my friend, so it works. I'll allow it because he's my friend. Okay.
Okay, next question I have here is from Eduard Calvo. Are we going to get a badass Monster Hunter style dire Tarrasque armor set?
Ooh.
Yes.
Can we?
No, that's already confirmed because we're doing the Helianas collab. We're gonna have a bunch of like equipment, weapons, armor that you can craft from slain monsters. So that's straight up Monster Hunter. So absolutely yes. If you ever wanted like a Mercury Dragon helmet, this is the time.
This is the time.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so there's 13 minutes to go. So I'm gonna do a couple of support questions here, and then I think if we have any questions for each other we want to ask,
Sure.
we can ask them at that time, and we can start like winding things down. So Andy Dandy asks, how many minis are included in the digital deluxe? What is the number? You get access to all of the mini files, so that would be 42 mini files, so 41 regular ones and the Tarrasque big boy. So you have access to all of the STLs for those. Van Prague asks, is Jack's notebook filled with drawings? I was wondering since I got the book. The answer is yes, there's a ton of little cool drawings. If you actually look at the campaign image, you can kind of see a sneak peek of what some of those images might be. Michaels, the OST, are they a part of any specific tier? We wanted everyone to play with these, so they're actually available for everyone. So yeah, everybody who's involved is going to get a copy of the OST. We're also going to make it available like on Spotify and YouTube, and just make it so that everyone can use this music for when they play and have that fun engagement. Santiago Calvo asks,
can I interrupt?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to clarify that the soundtrack is included in any reward tier. So if you're only pledging $1 and it's not and you don't hit one of those tiers, unfortunately you won't get access to it. It does need to be a tier.
Yeah, so you have to upgrade to a tier, but you'll have access to it. Santiago Calvo, do you publish a Spanish version? There might be opportunities for us to do other languages. There's tons of companies in Europe that we've already been talking to about that kind of stuff. It's just a matter of we need to finish the book first, and then we can start talking to those companies. So there is definitely opportunities in the future. At the moment, there is nothing in the works. Raven King Very, important question. Will the pins be available after the campaign? Yes, those will be available. Okay.
Exception of the Tarrasque pin.
Except for the Tarrasque pin, yes. Good qualification there. That is only available if you're here in the campaign. And stuff like pins and books, they will be available after the Kickstarter. Cool. Okay, there was a question from Ace Marvel. They asked, what kind of character creator app would you recommend?
Character creator app.
Yeah, so there's lots of different sites, World Anvil or D&D Beyond. Do you have a preference on any of those sites?
I haven't really played many. The only ones I'm well acquainted with is like the Roll20. But unfortunately I have not played many, so I can give a proper recommendation, unfortunately.
Sometimes Hero Forge is fun. If you just go on and you want to make a character, there's lots of options on Hero Forge. You don't have to purchase a mini if you don't want to. It's just fun to kind of put some pieces together.
Okay. Yeah, is that what we're talking about? I guess my brain. But yeah, that's Hero Forge is great. I did play around with it. Even when I did an ad for them, it was so fun.
Yeah.
My motorcycle elephant woman.
She is beauty.
All right.
Perfect. Okay, let me see if I have any other good final questions before our final 10. We're in the final 10 now. Final 10 minutes with 2.469. So we're 31,000 away. Let's see here. What's a good question?
I saw a question earlier. They were asking, will the late pledges like BackerKit and such, will they count towards the stretch goal?
We're getting so close, and I think there's an opportunity to say, yeah, like if we don't make it here, which we really, really do want to make it here, there's opportunities for people to add on and allowed to be a part of that 2.5. We really want to be able to do alpha with y'all, and we got so close. I think that answer is pretty much a resounding yes. We want to be able to do that alpha with you, but we're so close. Let's get there.
Yep.
Okay. Are there going to be printed copies of the comics? And I heard it's going to be full color. That's from Book Lee.
So the
Right.
exact structure of the comics is yet to be planned, but Dingo, correct me if I'm wrong. We do want to make them full color if we can, and we did want to print them if it was possible, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of my dream.
Yeah.
That would be my dream. Like how the Adventure Zone did, that's kind of what I would love to replicate, because it's more like a flat color, not high res shading, but like it's more simplified, but it's still across the mood and everything. I love it. So I was just like, yes, please. That's what I would love. So we'll see.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Lexio Blackmoon. In an all-out brawl, who would win in the party?
Ooh,
Hmm.
oh, that's tough.
Sneeze. You know he would.
Actually,
He always
Jawbone
rolls nat
might.
20s. He gets super
Yeah,
lucky.
Jawbone maybe.
Oh, that's true.
Jawbone Jawbone did almost kill us all once.
Yeah, because
So
Jawbone almost TPK'd the party once. I think the last person alive was Sips.
because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
That was the only reason. It's because I was on vacation, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
Wild. I'm going to take over the questions.
Sure.
We'll keep going. Let's see. Is there ever going to be a poster of the book cover? Because I really love the design.
Oh, we totally should.
So that's a really cool idea. That might be something that's fun to put, up on the store in the future. That could be really fun. I guess we'll have to gauge the want, right? Like if we get enough people telling us that that's something that folks are looking for, that could be really fun.
Yeah. Hey, if you're interested in a poster, drop a potato in chat.
No! As all the mods are like, no!
Poor Cammy's gonna get buried in potatoes again.
You just couldn't resist. We were so close.
He's so close.
Moving on, the next question. This one is cool, and it kind of is nice to kind of wrap up not wrap up the question, but we're headed in that direction. But like, did you ever think you could raise millions from this work?
Is it okay that I talk on that?
Yeah.
For a minute. Because like this all started with me just like having fun and just kind of making a video that kind of got viral-ish. No, I didn't think this would at all get to where it is, and it's still, I like I said, I can't really process it 100%. It means a lot. I don't know if that's enough for me to say about it, but it means a lot because like I'm a person who was really hesitant about putting stories out in the world because I'm just like, I haven't had a very good time with that. Like whenever I would tell people stories, they usually like not listen. So I was very discouraged real quick. And so telling this story and then seeing it actually resonate with people to the point where it's actually making millions, it's like, okay, maybe I should pursue this. I mean, I am pursuing it, obviously, but it means a lot to me because it confirms that I should keep going on this path of storytelling in my career. I think that's more than the money itself. It's a confirmation of like, okay, I want to keep going, and it helps me keep going. So yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. I just want to quickly mention, just so
Please.
we have it on voice as well. You all can stop the potatoes now. That was a resounding yes, so I will definitely put the poster on the docket. But please stop the potatoes now so we can actually catch questions and stuff. But thank you.
Cool. Yeah. So this might be fun, and it might be a fun like round table, and maybe I'll add my own little bit onto it. But do we want to go around and say like what is most important to you in the Kickstarter? And and the way that I read that is like, what is it that stands out that you're like most excited for on the project, and just talk a little bit about that.
I mean,
Okay, who
Dingo,
wants
do you
to
want to
start?
Because I
Me?
have to change over a link, so maybe you start.
Sure. I can start. What am I most excited about?
Maybe that
To
comic book.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the comic. But if I'm talking OG, like when we started, I'm gonna say the Wilder chart because I love the chaos that I know it's gonna bring to people's campaigns, and I want people to just curse out Felix for it.
Yes, I
They're
want
gonna
that
be
too.
They're gonna be tweeting at you so hard, just being like, "What do you mean that's in the chart? Why did you make that?" And
I am so excited for that.
That's one of those things where it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because it's like you immediately want to flip to those charts and see what's on them, but at the same time, it's like you want to be surprised when the moment arises.
Yeah, and there's also like I don't know, like 300 plus whatever abilities or something like that, or rules. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to read through all of them because there's a lot. Yeah, so that's like my OG, what I'm looking forward to. And then, of course, now with the stretch goal, it's like the podcast and the comics for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Who's next?
Can I just quickly interject?
Yeah.
Just to reiterate the support. Obviously, we're not be able to answer any more questions at this time. If you have any support questions, Kickstarter@hitpointpress.com. Email them. They'll be able to answer your questions or any comments on the campaign itself. Okay, I'll let to go back to you.
Also, aren't we like a minute away?
We are 2 minutes away right now.
To go.
Oh my god.
And
It's going to switch to seconds pretty soon.
I already switched over the Fool's
Oh,
Gold
there it
5e
is.
domain. Oh, it's in seconds.
No.
I have to look at this.
Yeah. But
Fun thing for folks that don't know about Kickstarter, if you open up the actual page and you have it open at the time when it goes, you get to see confetti.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, man, this is crazy. 90 seconds to go. Anybody have
I interrupted you. Sorry, Felix.
24 grand
No,
to drop?
I'm watching it now. Like I
Yeah.
have to watch it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll just say that I think I'm most excited about hearing the stuff that people get into and people telling us about like, oh my god, I can't believe like, we did this on the magic chart, we ran into this monster or stuff like that. That's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
hearing
should we-
everybody's experience.
Should we choose who's going to start the countdown? Because we might have a couple seconds between all of our screens.
Oh boy.
I can start it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no,
can
the-
start it because
The text is red.
The text is already red.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, and
okay.
I know there's a bit
Yeah,
of a
I'm not
delay
gonna
with
draw
the chat,
anymore. I'm gonna
but,
watch.
yeah.
Oh, man.
So cool. While we're busy and distracted watching this, we want to hear in the chat, what is your favorite thing from the Kickstarter page? What are you most excited for? Spam that in the chat so we know.
Oh, boy.
Potatoes, clearly.
No, they are most excited about the potatoes and the poster. 20 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
I guess I'll start the countdown when we hit it.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
We got 10, 9,
9,
8,
8,
7, 6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2, 1.
1.
And that's it! Potatoes in chat! Woo! Oh, the confetti! I love it! That's awesome!
Yay!
Happy New Year.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Congratulations, Fool's Gold fans. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, congrats.
Wow.
There it
That's
is.
insane.
There's the total.
Oh
Amazing.
my god.
16,924 backers raised 2,478,900 $479,078.
Why does my number look different than yours?
Mine just
It's
switched.
going to continue to update. Yeah.
People
Oh,
might still be
okay.
managing their
I was
pledges.
just like, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, what
Y'all
a
are breaking
ride.
Kickstarter.
As intended. Good.
As intended.
Oh.
So as a quick note, as of now, late pledges are now live. So if you happen to miss out or have a friend who wants access, foolsgold5e.com now redirects to late pledges through our BackerKit. And yeah, again, thanks a ton for all your support. Again, thank you, Felix. Thank you, Avery. Thank you, Dingo, for getting on a call with us. Thanks to the support team for all their amazing work. It's a group effort, and I'm glad to be a part of this with you. Again, thanks for having us along.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's down for a nap?
Yeah.
Time for vacation. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where like the work can begin. It's fun. After a short rest, of course. Maybe a long rest, get our spells back.
Yeah.
And then,
Lunch.
Lunch.
And we'll be keeping
do
an eye on
wanna
those
say-
late pledges, of course, because I'm
Yeah.
confident those late pledges are gonna be more than enough to get that last stretch goal.
Yeah.
I do want to say one thing is that I really do want to thank, like, of course, everybody who pledged, and like that's wild.
That's so wild.
Thank you so much to the support team, because my God, I'm not smart enough to answer all those questions, and it's just like, oh my God, thank you,
Mhm.
and your patience with me specifically. But also, I do really want to thank Hit Point Press, but also Rico, you specifically.
Yeah.
Because, well, I it's crazy because, like, like my first video popped off, like the Tarrasque video, and you like instantly emailed me like to be like, yo, can I sponsor your next video, like the second one?
Yeah.
And I was just like, sure. And then it just kind of like built from there, and I really appreciate that you believed in me and in the stuff that I make.
No, it was definitely exciting because, like, I saw that video. I'm like, this is gold, not fools. It's literal gold, and I really enjoyed the content. And it would just so happened to be like the perfect time because I was just looking for avenues to help promote the deck of many at that time, and I was just like, if I love this content like this much, like I think other people will. And so it was great to start that relationship with you, start building and growing that, and then getting the opportunity to meet you at PAX 2019. And it's always been a pleasure. I can't, like, there's years ahead of us obviously now with this campaign, and we're building here, and I think it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just I just think back to, like, me just like offhandedly being like, maybe we can make something. Maybe we can make, like some cards, or like maybe even a module or something, and you're like, we need to talk. And I was like, okay. And it means a lot, because it's like, as a creator, you don't have people usually being like, yeah, I'll like fund this, you don't have to worry about it. Like that's wild in my mind, just somebody actually believing me enough to be like, no, I'll put money towards this.
Mhm.
That's a huge deal for somebody who's like trying to make their bill payments, of just like being able to eat. So
You make it awesome content. It was an easy investment. I really felt like you were worth it all the entire way. So again,
thank you.
It's all your hard work in reality that came to build this. And being able to consistently put out videos that are awesome and engaging, like I know when they come out, and I'm just always watching those videos. So I'm super engaged in the story. I want to see where things are going. And heck, like I know some spoilers, but there's things that I know you're not telling me yet. So I have to wait for this stuff. And so I know how everyone else is probably frustrated waiting for those spoilers and just like, Dingo, what can you tell me? Like, I don't know.
I'm like, you're just gonna have to wait. Yeah. So
I would like to thank you as well, Rico, because this project has enabled me to actually dive into creative work, because I was very focused on just business before, which is creative in and of its own, but to actually go and like write a book and see all these these other opportunities on the horizon, like, you know, Fool's Gold 2 Alpha already, like what? Like that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't supported Dingo and then later myself as well with this. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, no problem. The pleasure's all mine. And like, I was actually very excited when I heard that you also you ran your own businesses. And you know, are we able to mention what you've done before, or do people know?
Yeah, they know. I told them in the last Q&A I actually own a distillery and an ice cream factory.
Yeah, and which is awesome to hear with that kind of stuff, because like, heck, even when like when COVID hit, they started doing sanitizer, and we like bought tons of sanitizer, and it was all in vodka bottles, which was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And, like, and so you go to the office and you just see a whole bunch of conspicuous like vodka bottles on top of the fridge full of like an unknown liquid, and just like, oh no, that's just sanitizer. You know, it's don't drink it.
Oh yeah,
But,
that was wild times.
And I'm also super excited that we're also able to get Avery on and to help with the art and help build the thing. It's great to have like so much of the Fool's Gold crew actually a part of building and creating this aspect. So like, again, I'd say the pleasure's all mine to be working with such amazing creators like yourself.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And I mean, like, I too have gotten to do this full time now because of you guys. So that's so crazy. And I'm so happy. And I'm so grateful for you guys to also guide us through some of the parts where we just, you know, it being brand new territory for us.
Yeah.
And us being like, oh God, help, I don't know what to do here. And you guys offering help and being like, no, it's like click this button. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we know how to handle this.
I don't want it to end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool because we still have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. We have a lot of work.
Yeah, but it's exciting. It's going to be really, and couldn't have asked for a better team, both with Fool's Gold and with all the people at Hit Point Press that are helping to make it happen. So.
Yeah. And the nice part is now we just get to go and make stuff for all the fans. Just, it's like we get to go to work, and everybody is going to get to enjoy all the hard effort we put into it because we're making it for you guys.
Yes.
I love how chat is just like, Fool's Gold flavor ice cream, Fool's Gold flavor vodka, let's go.
Potato ice cream.
Oh man, if I could mail it, I would.
Yeah, but we're in Canada.
I mean, I guess you can.
No,
There's just
I can't.
problems. Oh.
Like the ice cream I can't ship because it melts, and the ship, like, you can ship it, but it's like $100 minimum just in shipping fees because it has to go so damn quick. And the liquor you can't easily ship across borders. There's like a lot of laws about it, so not yet, unfortunately.
Dang. I want to get drunk off of that Fool's Gold.
Yeah, I would just call it
the
Fool's
kids
Gold.
are saying. Yeah.
Make it a nice golden yellow spirit and just call it Fool's Gold.
Or we'll just do the like something with like Old Gothi or something, like Old Gothi's Old Gothi's potato liquor, like
Yeah. Old Gothi's mysterious elixir. Huh?
we don't know what
You
you
don't
did.
know.
We don't know.
Different every time.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
different.
different every time. Disclaimer at the bottom. Gothi's not responsible for combustion or
Well, we could make a mixed drink list, and that so people can do that for themselves.
Yeah,
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make some cocktails.
definitely.
Well, I'll do my
Perfect.
best.
Okay.
So y'all stay tuned for liquor updates.
Half serious.
Half serious.
Okay, so campaign's over. Do we want to call it here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
I think
much.
now.
I think it's been an amazing ride. We thank everyone. It's awesome. Obviously, we have a lot of work ahet of us. We're going to be preparing an update shortly. So if you have any questions, again, we the support inquiry channel is Kickstarter at hitpointpress.com. That'll go right to our amazing support team. They've been answering all your questions, and they'll be able to help you there. Again, you can still comment if you've pledged. You can comment on the campaign. You'll still get answers there, and also on the updates. So come at us.
Bring it.
And also just stay tuned for the updates because they'll be coming.
Yeah, lots of good stuff coming your way.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, with that,
right.
thank you to all the backers. Thank you to all the fans too. Thank you to the
Yeah.
moderators and our friends and our families. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Dad,
thanks,
you
Love
too.
you, Mom.
No favorites.
And
Love you,
Dad.
Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah. And I guess that's all for today then.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.